Hi, this is Hot Chocolate with Paul. Today I'm going to talk about losing a pet. It's something that for most people is very emotional. So I'm going to turn this into a drive down 104 through Ontario and Webster. And I actually just picked up the remains of my wife's cat, Mitten. She passed away recently. And I picked up her cremated remains, and Stacey is going to be doing something special with them. I'm out on the road now, 104 going eastbound. I'm going to have to turn around up ahead to get westbound, so you can enjoy the view as I share some thoughts about losing a pet. Well, I'll start with Mitten. Mitten was 20 years old. Stacey had her for 20 years, and Stacey always said that Mitten was her best friend, her bodyguard, and they went through a lot of good and not so good times together. I came in the picture about 8 years ago, so I was with Mitten for the last 8 years of her life, which means that she was already 12 by the time I met her. And I do have to say that I have never seen a cat so attached to a human. I was really, really impressed by the relationship they had. Mitten followed her everywhere around the house. When Stacey walked into the house, Mitten would start meowing for her. She would follow her to whatever room she was in. She would sit in the same room as Stacey. Things like that. And if I was in the house when Stacey had to leave for some reason, very often Mitten would start meowing for about 3 to 5 minutes after Stacey left. I was really, really impressed. And Mitten always liked to sleep with Stacey too, up on the bed. So you will certainly miss Mitten. I miss her too. But this has also led me to think about times when I've lost other pets in my life. The first pet I ever had was a dog named Heidi. I believe she was part collie and part something else. I'm not sure. I want to say German Shepherd, but I can't be 100% that I'm correct about that. I think Heidi was about 6 months old when I was born. We have pictures of me as a baby with Heidi. I have memories of playing with Heidi, especially running with her in my backyard. She was a wonderful dog for the young kid that I was way back then. So we had Heidi until, I think she was around 16 or so when she passed. Obviously, it was a very sad moment for all of us. And I can remember another pet that we had when I was with Mary, my first wife. It was a chocolate lab. His name was Fudge. Sadly, he didn't live as long as some of the others. He grew a massive tumor that threatened everything about him, and it was decided to put him down. Otherwise, he was expected to have a very miserable last time in his life. Fudge was a very active dog, jumping all over the place, barking at almost everything. He was especially humorous when he would see other animals, especially dogs, on the TV set and start barking at them. Yeah, it was annoying at times, but it was still lovable. So that's how it goes. I'm always intrigued by how people support each other when a pet is lost. I mean, Stacey's already had at least one reaction of somebody saying, "Oh, it was just a cat." Well, no. Mitten was really a family member. You know, pets can very often be more devoted to you than human family members. You know, they're there for you. You know, you are everything about their life. You know, if they live 16 years, let's say 16 years, then that pet's entire 16 years of life is with you. If you live to around 80 or so, that's only 16 years out of your life. You still have another 64 years where you don't have that pet. But when that pet is with you, that's the entire life that pet knows. And, you know, if it's an indoor pet, inside your house is that pet's world. That's it. I admit, I'm very much a softie when it comes to animals. I'm not one that shows it very much, but I feel it. You know, I personally don't like to be responsible for animals because I'm so active in other parts of my life. I don't like to leave them alone or behind or anything like that. But when I'm with animals, I like to visit them. I like to see them. I like to watch them. I enjoy going to the zoo and watching animals. I see on Facebook sometimes when somebody posts that they lost a pet, to me it almost looks like more people react to that than they do to a human. I could be wrong about that, but that's the perception I get sometimes. So, yeah, Mitten's in the car with me right now, or remains. She's going back home. Stacey will see her later today when she gets home. And she'll have a special place in our house and in our hearts. So, that's all for Hot Chocolate with Paul for today. I hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching.